Can I study with only my work? Yes, you can study with only your work. So far you are coming for bachelor's, you are permitted. You are 100% permitted to study only bachelor with your WAEC. Okay, let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. Okay, today, based on my previous comments on so many Facebook page, Facebook groups, and the likes, so many people have been asking about Lithuania. Yes, they have been asking about Lithuania. Um, Lithuania is a very small country, and they have, I think, less than 3 million or 3 million plus population, and is a country in the northeastern Europe. Yes. So, briefly, let's just read a bit about Lithuania. So, let's go. Um, Lithuania is the largest and most populous of the Baltic states. Yes. Uh-huh. Lithuania is situated on the eastern shores of the Baltic Sea in the northeastern Europe. Yes. It is bordered by Latvia to the north, Belarus to the southeast, Poland to the southwest, and Kaliningrad, a territory of Russia, to the west. Yes. So, um, we have already um, tried to state the the countries that Lithuania has boundary with. Yes, Lithuania is in the Baltic countries. Yeah, in the northeastern Europe, we have the Baltic countries, which is the Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. Yes, yes, this is the three Baltic countries. So now, so many questions have been going around. Some people have been asking, is Lithuania a good country? Um, can I get a job when I enter Lithuania via student route? Okay, now I'm going to clear your doubts in this video. So, if you still want to understand a bit more about Lithuania and what it entails, so make sure you listen or you watch this video to the end as we dive into the important areas you need to know in case you are considering about studying in the Baltic region. So now you have already seen our introduction. It's in the Baltic countries. Yes, bordered Poland, Kaliningrad, Latvia, and the rest of them. Yes. Now, what is the minimum wage of this country called Lithuania? As of last year, the minimum wage of Lithuania is 835 or 45 euros. Then, just do the calculation yourself. When you multiply 1426 by 825, so you know what I mean. Now, this year we have a revised minimum wage, which is 945 currently. Then do the calculation and tell yourself the truth. What is the minimum wage of this country? So now our minimum wage is 945, which means it's a very good step for people that want to embark on study routes in this beautiful Baltic small country. Yes. So now so many people were asking, is there a work route for Lithuania? Yes, there is work route for Lithuania. We know. But the problem is the work route is not usually easy as it seems because so many people will apply for the work visa or for the work permit. and end up getting denial. Bear it in mind, I'm not trying to say that you can't get work visa to Lithuania or any of the country, but what I'm trying to say is that the rate to which they approve these visas or permits is very, very low. As in the case of Poland, the rate of approval is very low. So many people have been complaining, so many people have been lamenting, so many people has been crying that, oh, I got a job in Lodz, in Warsaw, in Krakow, but I can't get my visa approved. Yes, that's why for me, the best way a student can travel abroad is via study route. Yes, quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. The best route to travel as a student is study route. There are places you can get 1.5 years of MSc program. You can get 4 or 3 years bachelor's program. For PhD, you're gonna get 3 years PhD, yes, and to some extent is 4 years. So now, so many people have been asking several questions. Yes, they have been asking, can I study with only my work? Yes, you can study with only your WAEC. So far, you are coming for bachelor's, you are permitted. You are 100% permitted to study only bachelor with your WAEC. So now, we are going to diverse deeper about study and what you are mandated to do as a student coming to the Republic of Lithuania. So now, we are going to take it bit by bit. Now, we are going to take bachelor studies. So now the question will come out this way. As a bachelor student, what am I going to do? The question is very simple. As a bachelor student, I can remember a few weeks ago, I shared so many universities with some links. If you are looking for a bachelor program, the tuition fees, what you are going to do, the documents you need to embark on this journey. What do I need to do? All these things are simple, but the problem we have is most students don't want to embark on research. Google is there for us. Anything you need is in Google. But what is the problem? You don't want to search. You just want to find somebody to give your money. I could remember um, last year when my friend was telling me this. I want to give somebody money to run my admissions for me to do this. To do. I told him, no, you can as well as do this yourself. You don't need anybody to do this for you. The only thing you do need as a student is to get the required documents, apply, get your admission, get the required document, and apply for visa. And once everything is complete, trust me, you are going to get your visa. Though visa is not 100% approved, but if you do the right thing, you lift the rest for God. So now I'm starting with a bachelor's degree. Yes, like so many people have been asking, what is the requirement for bachelor's degree? What am I going to do to get this bachelor's degree? Now, the answer is you can do bachelor's degree with your WAEC. Yes, you can do it. What are you going to do? Firstly, try and get a cheap or a cheaper university in the Republic of Lithuania. I could remember that a few weeks ago I tried to list some schools that are affordable. I posted Kauna Collegia. I posted um, Kauna Agricultural Collegia. Yes. I posted University of Sports Science. Yes. There are several schools that are a bit more affordable. but I think these two or three is more affordable than the others. So now, if you are a bachelor student, try to get three or four schools. Now, after you must have gotten this school, number one, check the tuition fees. After you must have checked these tuition fees, what do you do next? Check the documents required. Yes, because several people are always confused. But why are you really confused? These documents are very simple. For us coming from Nigeria, you don't need English. In most situations, you don't need English language or English proficiency or any English exam to prove that you know how to speak English. The only thing you need is your WAEC and your scratch card. Your WAEC and your scratch card is the basic documents you need for your bachelor degrees here. Then, when you get your WAEC and your scratch card, then equal you have your international passports. Then you can have like SOP, statement of purpose. If you want to study medicine, nursing, business, marketing, IT, why do you really want to study this course, which is business? Of what importance is this course to you? So, what is the benefit of this course you want to study? What is the benefit to you? And after you must have finished studying this course, what will your community benefit of studying this particular course? So now, number one is bachelor's. Get your WAEC and your WAEC scratch card. Get your SOP. Once you have known the course you want to study, get your international passport. Then your CV is very important. If you have done this, find a school, apply for these schools, then you pay your deposit fee. Your application deposit fee is 100 to 120 euros, which in Nigeria you should budget 150 to 200,000. So if you have done this, what do you do next? Is to wait for these schools to respond to you that, oh, we have gotten your application fee. After some weeks, then they will say, oh, you have been admitted. Then after the admission, you pay your tuition fee. Then you proceed with the visa. So now, if you have not gotten any additional certificate apart from your scratch card, if you have not gotten any additional certificate for this bachelor's, your WAEC is 100% okay. Your WAEC is 100% okay. Apply with your WAEC for bachelor's program. It's perfect. Then now, let's move on to master's program. If you have done bachelor's in Nigeria, then you can come to Lithuania to do your master's. How can you do this? The same protocol. Find a school you like. We have a Vytautas Magnus University. We have the Gediminas Technical. We have Klaipėda University. We have Kauna Technical University. We have Kauna Technical University. We have Venus School of Economics. We have several schools you can apply. But the reason why I'm making these videos is for you to take note of what are the more affordable schools that I can apply. It's there, it's written on their website. Just the school you have interest, pick that school, check the school, the course you have interest in. You try to see what is the tuition fee for this particular year, 2024. Then for mastering students or for master's students, what do you do? If you have got to this school, you have known the school you want to study, you have known your tuition fee, what do you do? Make sure that your WAEC, your scratch card is ready. Make sure that your bachelor's is ready. Your bachelor certificate is ready. Make sure that your transcript is ready. It's very important. Make sure your SOP is ready. Make sure your passport is ready. Make sure that your CV is ready. If you have worked in the past and have like some experience, try to make sure it's embedded in this curriculum vitae, because now it will give you more points when you're applying for masters, and it will definitely help you to secure this admission. So what am I trying to say? If you have gotten this required document, what do? You apply. If you apply, you pay your 100 to 120 application fee. A recap: the documents you need for mastering program is your WAEC and your scratch card. Sometimes it's not needed, but try to keep this document. Secondly, your bachelor's degree or your bachelor's certificate. Then the third one is make your transcript available. Very important, because in most cases, these schools is going to tell you that after you must have applied, you should send this transcript straight to the school. You are not the one going to pick it to send to them. No. But these schools is going to tell you after you must apply, send your transcript direct to the school. It's very, very important. So make sure your transcript is ready. Make sure your statement of purpose is ready. You want to study nursing, you want to study anatomy, you want to study business, marketing, logistics. Make sure your SOP is ready. Your passport is ready. Like I said, we don't really need English in most cases, because so far you studied during your bachelor's program, you studied in English language for 3 years or 4 years. You studied in English language. You don't need any English proficiency exam. Likewise for bachelor's. So now this is for bachelor's program. And the lastly is people that are coming for PhD program. For PhD students, what do you need to do? Now listen. For PhD students, what you need to do is number one, finding the schools that you want to study. You can choose Gedemenos Technica. You can choose Venus University. You can choose Vitotos Magnus University. If you have gotten this school, what do you do next? What do you do next? Is to try to reach out to the prospective supervisors or the professors, because without these people, you cannot do this PhD. Because normally in academies, how do they bring out these PhD positions? What they do every year is they will try to say, oh, professor of agriculture, professor of nursing, professor of sociology, we need somebody to undertake this research in this particular field. Then, if they have told this professor that they need this person for this particular field or this position for PhD or for PhD students, what do? They begin to sort out for these students. You are not the only one coming for this particular PhD. No, you are not the only one. Several people are applying from different countries, not just Nigeria, all Africa, all Europeans, US, Canada stuff. They are applying for this PhD position because PhD is all about where I have interest. Like for me, I have interest in logistics and international business. So take for instance that I want to do my PhD. I will focus in this particular area. So if you have gotten the school you want to do your PhD, if you have gotten this school, what you do next is to reach out to these professors or supervisors in these institutions. Maybe you have gotten 2 to 3 schools that have similar interests or similar research interests you have. Then what do? You try to send an email to this professor. Dear professor, I have read about your previous publish in this particular thing, and I found out we have similar interests. Please take a look at my research proposal. Very important point. Before you must have think to look into applying for PhD studies or PhD program, make sure you have a research proposal. What is a research proposal? A research proposal is like a detailed research plan you have, a detailed what you want to achieve during your research, a detailed of what you want to do in the research, a detail of how I want to accomplish this research. So you have to have a very detailed research proposal. Then with this your research proposal, identifying these professors or supervisors in the field in this respective institution. Now try to apply. You can apply up to 5 schools. So far you have your research proposal. Then when you apply, when you send a message to these professors, after sending the message, then if the professors have a similar interest in your research proposal or in the research you want to undertake in that particular PhD program, now they will call you for an interview. They will call you for an interview. Then after the interview, they might decide to call like a group of people to still interview you, maybe one more time or twice. Then after this, if you successfully pass this stage, now they will give you a go ahead or send you a link to apply for that position. You cannot apply for PhD position without the professor or the supervisor approving you to study under him or her. It's not possible. So for PhD students, number one is to get a respective school you want to study this program. Number two is get down your research proposal. Get down your research proposal about a particular field. Maybe you want to study about business. You want to study about logistic business. Maybe chemistry. Maybe physics. Maybe AI. Just get your research proposal done. After you must have done this, your SOP, don't forget, in any of international admission, SOP, statement of purpose, is very, very important. Now, gather these documents together. Gather them together. Gather it together. Then you send out your message to a prospective supervisor. Now, when the supervisors have given you the order to apply, now they send you a link. Now, with that link, you have to upload your research proposal, your SOP, your transcript, your bachelor's degree, your passport, with other things they need. Then, if everything has been settled well, what next do you do? They will give you admission. And one important thing about this PhD study is, in most cases, it is based on scholarship. In most cases, it is based on scholarship. And in Lithuania, as a PhD student, you get 1,000 to 1,100 euro every month. So if you do the arithmetic, you will know what it is in Nigeria. So now, after they must approve your studies. Now you apply for this PhD position in the school portal. Now it will be approved by the school for you to do your PhD program in these schools. Then all PhD students, they get a scholarship. If approved, they get a scholarship or a stipend of 1,000 to 1,100 euro every month till your PhD finishes. If you are doing your PhD for 3 years or 4 months, definitely you are getting 1,000 till you finish. And why PhD study is very good is, as a PhD student, if you are married, you can bring your families. If you have one, if you have two, if you have three kids with your husband, you can bring it. And while your husband is here, he can find a full-time job to do because it's allowed. Likewise, for mastering students, you can bring your families along with you when you are coming. The only people that are not permitted to bring anybody along is for bachelor's degree. For bachelor's degree, you are coming alone. So now we have discussed about bachelor, master's, and PhD program. After you must have gotten your conditional acceptance letter. You know, when they say conditional acceptance letter, it means that there are some conditions you need to meet or you need to meet before the acceptance letter will be issued to you. So now, if you have gotten this conditional acceptance letter for bachelor's and master's students, you have to pay your tuition fee. After you have paid your tuition fee, now the next thing you do is to proceed. The school will proceed to give you your acceptance letter. Then, if they are sending the acceptance letter to you, for people that are coming that are not in Lithuania, most especially in Africa, and in particular Nigeria, they are going to send you acceptance letter. The acceptance letter. They are going to send you a mediation letter for embassy. Now, I told you they will be sending you a mediation code. The mediation code says you are a student, you will be studying this, and you will be graduating in so date. And it will be also stating that you have paid your tuition fee in full for the 1 year. So now, if you are still listening to this topic about how to migrate to Lithuania as a student, then you are there with me. So after the school have issued out these documents, what do you do? Now, currently, Lithuania uses Lithuania embassy in Lebanon to process their visa. Yes, they are using Lebanon and Jordan. Formerly, they used to use um, South Africa, Egypt, Dubai. But for people that are coming from Nigeria, specifically, the website is going to direct you to Jordan or Lebanon, but most especially Lebanon. So if you have been issued this document, the mediation letter, mediation code, admission letter, there is another letter that will give you that you are going to live in the school hostel. So with these four documents now, you are ready to apply for the visa. But currently, Lithuania issue only study permits, which means as a student, after applying and getting your study permits approved or residence permit, they are giving you 2 years for a start and they can subsequently complete the remaining years of your studies. Then you need to reapply. Then what do you do? With this residence permit, you are coming in to Lithuania, you can start work automatically. Automatically. Lithuania is a small country, no doubt. But sure, if you enter as a student, you can start here. It's a very good place to start. You can work in McDonald's, you can work in Burger King, KFC, you can work in restaurants, you can work in anywhere. You can even work a corporate work. Most students doing their masters here, they do work with companies. Yes, they do work with companies. So now I will be drawing the curtain here. So now we have achieved one thing today, how to migrate to Lithuania as a student. So what documents you need? Yes, what documents we need? we have already stated that from bachelor's, from master's, and PhD. So we have already discussed about these cadres of education, what is needed, how you go about it, how you how you receive your acceptance letter or admission letter after the whole process. So in the next one, we'll be discussing about what are the documents I need to apply for a Lithuanian study permit or for a Lithuanian residence permit. So in our next video, we are going to discuss the documents needed for applying for residence permit in Lithuania. All of them are in the website, but yet some people don't want to like make research, they don't want to read about it, they don't want to dive into it to really get what they are really expecting. So yes, so in the next one, we are going to discuss about the documents needed. Yeah, for people asking whether Lithuanian is a good country to start, for beginners, I can assure you is a good country. A country that have a minimum wage 945 euros is a very good place to start. I can tell you, it's really a good place to start. The population is mild, tight security, everywhere is chill, everything is running fairly enough. So I think for beginners is a very good place to start. So like I said, in the next one, we are going to discuss about the documents needed for applying for a study permit. See you on the next one. Always follow my page at Powerful-MTV. Always follow that page at Powerful-MTV. See you on the next one.